has changed since our last visit to Albion. An industrial revolution has shaken up the landscape, the hob population is booming, and the king is kind of a jerk. In this episode of Strategize, IGN will show you how to crack open the 6 demon doors in Fable 3 to score the loot you need to reclaim the throne. To get the demon doors to budge, you will need to find true love, eat a lot of pies, and maybe murder a few people, but trust us, it's all worth it. And just as a note, there are some small spoilers in this episode, so don't say we didn't warn you.
Ah, your royal highness. I am your most loyal subject. Well, there is this fellow called Andrew, but after him, it's me.
Our first stop is Brightwall Village, where the demon door wants to see a child. While you can grab most adults' hands and drag them around at will, you can't grab children unless they are your own. While you can find a mate and create a child the old-fashioned way, it's far easier to just go to the orphanage in Bowerstone Industrial and purchase a child for 500 gold. After this, take the child by the hand and simply walk him or her to the demon door. Interact with your child at the door and it will open. Search the upper level of the skeleton-filled house for a chest with 25 guild seals. In order to appease the Millfield's demon door, you'll need to pack on some pounds and abandon everything you know about fashion. To gain weight, seek out the calorie-filled pies that can be found at a stand by the coast of Bowerstone Industrial, and booze and mutton that can be purchased at the entrance to Brightwall. Choose the option to eat food immediately after purchasing it. It will take a few dozen quick meals to max out your weight, but you still aren't repulsive enough for this finicky demon door. Use dye packs from the Road to Rule to dye each piece of clothing set a different hue. With your multicolored getup and rotund figure, you'll have no problem getting past the demon door.
You have got to be the most revolting person I have ever seen.
On the other side, you'll find 40 guild seals in a chest. You can now eat carrots and tofu to regain your figure if you don't dig your new curves. The demon door in Morningwood wants to see a fully upgraded weapon. You can only do this later in the game since you'll need to purchase the level 5 ranged or melee weapon upgrade near the end of the Road to Rule. You'll also need to get all 3 upgrades for a legendary weapon. Return to the door with a fully upgraded weapon and pull it out to gain access. Behind it, you'll find the military costume.
Now that's what I'm talking about!
Before attempting the Mist Peak Valley demon door, you must have the Lover Expression Pack and the ability to marry. This one also requires you to have another co-op player who's playing online with you. Simply stand in front of the demon door and interact with the other player. Run through a few of the expressions like hug and kiss and then propose.
Will you marry me? Of course I'll marry you.
After the marriage cutscene, the demon door will open to reveal a legendary weapon. Perhaps the easiest door to please is in the Sunset House area. You will inevitably become ruler of Albion in the course of the game's events. After you are the monarch, simply return to this door and step through to find 1 million gold. You won't be able to access the final demon door in the city of Aurora until after the revolution. Once you're the ruler of Albion, you'll still need to max out or bottom out your morality meter. While choices throughout the game will affect your morality rating, you can use your many choices as monarch in the Weight of the World segment of the game to cement your reputation. For instance, depositing all money from the treasury into your own account and transforming Albion's natural wonders to mines will bottom out your morality meter fairly effectively. Return to this door with your angelic white wings or your red wings of evil to score the legendary weapon on the other side.
Your hatred and malice are so all-encompassing that they encompass all.
Hopefully your pockets are a bit heavier and your weapons a bit more legendary after prying open the 6 stubborn demon doors. For more Fable 3 keys, collectibles, and trash-talking gnomes, head on over to guides.ign.com. Also, be sure to follow our Twitter at IGN if you have any comments or suggestions. I'm Jessica Choba, and we'll see you here next time on Strategize.